Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today I'm going to be taking you around a bunch of different stores to look for some Beatles things and some other cool stuff too. So we're going to start in Hot Topic at the mall. They have a lot of music shirts, but of course I went right to the Beatles ones to see what kind of designs they had. So they have that iconic photo of them jumping, this picture of them on stage, which is actually the same picture I have on my Beatles purse. So these down here appear at first to be just your standard logo tee, but on the bottom they have a Magical Mystery Tour picture. I'm going to lay all these out in a second so you can see all the designs that they have. So the first one here is just your standard Abbey Road photo. The next one is the Magical Mystery Tour photo. And then the picture of them jumping, which I believe was for a tea advertisement, if I'm not mistaken. I thought this was funny. They had an Africa Toto shirt. I love that song, actually. So our next store we're going to visit is FYE, For Your Entertainment. They have a lot of stuff here, but first we're going to take a look at the shirts they have. They have a special collection of Beatles shirts right now. You can see they're Japanese themed. I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. But they have 3 different designs in my particular store. I think I like that navy blue one the best. But they have this design, this short sleeve red one. And then they have this one, which is the Lady Madonna and the Inner Light Japanese single cover. Now I found a sign here that tells you a little bit more about these shirts. So this is an exclusive collection to FYE. Again, you know, based on their Japanese tour, Japanese singles. And I'm glad I noticed this on the bottom of the sign that they said in the fall they're going to come out with even more Beatles shirts. So I'm really excited to see what that is. Over here on this wall they have, you know, a gigantic assortment of Funko Pop figures. Unfortunately, I didn't see any Beatles ones, but they have pretty much everything else you could possibly be looking for. Unfortunately, I only found one Wings CD. Strangely, I couldn't find the Paul CD section. They do have Red Rose Speedway, but they had a lot more Beatles CDs, thankfully. Starting here with this Yellow Submarine one. And then the rest of the selection, whatever, was kind of your standard Beatles albums. Nothing kind of obscure or anything. Just the standard stuff. So I did find some John Lennon CDs. This one here is Imagine. I believe the newly mixed, remastered version. And then here is a John Lennon Greatest Hits CD. I saw something similar to this. It had a completely different cover, but the same song, so I'm not sure if it was put out by the same company. But obviously a great selection of songs on here. I love that picture too. So they had some vinyl stuff as well. They have here these record frames for, of course, displaying your albums. And they had here a Victrola 6-in-1 turntable, which is actually the exact one that I have in my room. It has, you know, a CD player, a radio, record player, all that stuff in one. Some Beatles vinyls here. Again, mostly your standard stuff, but I did find the Sgt. Pepper picture disc, which I do have in my room. I think I just showed it actually in my last video. It runs for $45 here. Again, strangely the Paul selection was pretty slim. I just found Venus and Mars on vinyl, of course, and that was the only one. I'm not sure the reason for that. So over here, we're going to look at the DVD section. I was looking for some Beatle-y things over here too. I found Across the Universe to start with. I've never actually seen this movie. Let me know if I should, if I'm missing out on something really good. And of course, I did find A Hard Day's Night. I think this might be the 50th anniversary edition. My favorite Beatles movie, as I've said many times on my channel. So our next stop here is my local antique store. This place is called Lark Mountain Marketplace, and I was in here looking for some whatever Beatles stuff they may have had, but I did end up finding some other cool things too. So in the way of vinyl, I found these. These are little 45s with an accompanying storybook. It's like a read-along book with a record. So the record plays the story and you would obviously read along. Obviously these are meant for children, but I love this one because I love A Charlie Brown Christmas. I love all the Peanuts holiday specials. I watch them every year. They had some Disney ones too. Now over here in the rest of the, well, they had a lot of vinyl, of course, many boxes. I was just kind of skimming through. I didn't find any Beatles in this box, but they had, you know, a great assortment of classic rock artists. Then over here they had some 45s in these boxes. They were arranged by decade. This is the 60s box. They had a Monkees 45. I pointed this out because it was the only one with a cover, but right behind it I found this Beatles one. That actually it's another one with a cover of Act Naturally and Yesterday. It ran for 20 bucks here. Now over here in this part, I found a whole bunch of magazines from the 60s. These were actually all Monkees magazines. So if you happen to live near this store and you like the Monkees, check this place out because they have a ton of Monkees magazines. But this is the only one I could find that had a little bit of a Beatles snippet in it. Here's something interesting I found. These are music magazines from the 1920s. They all seem to be in really good condition. They were wrapped up in plastic and they ran for only $3 a piece. Our next stop after this store is Target. So we are in the Target music and entertainment section, and I found the Yesterday movie soundtrack CD. I have a review of the Yesterday movie up on my channel if you want to check that out. Have, of course, all the songs from the movie, including some instrumentals, and then the bonus track is Hey Dude. Now we're going to look over here in the vinyl section. They have, of course, a nice assortment of, again, classic rock artists and some modern artists as well. The Beatles stuff, just your standard stuff again. There's the One album. Sgt. Pepper, Revolver, the 50th anniversary White Album as well, which I got for Christmas last year. That one wasn't Beatles, it was just mixed in there. And I found over here in the men's department, they have this Beatles shirt here. It's, of course, a Let It Be design. I found a Beatles shirt in the women's department a couple months ago. It was my Good Day Sunshine shirt that I sometimes wear in my videos. And they have a couple other music shirts too, this Rolling Stones one and this Jimi Hendrix one that you're going to see in a moment. Alright Beatle people, that is the end of our shopping trip today, so thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if you want me to do more videos like this, and I gladly will. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this. And I'll leave my blog link and social media links in the description as usual, so you can check those out if you want. And as always, have a Beatleful day, everybody. Bye-bye.